Hi, I'm Rabbi Ari Rosenberg of Temple Shalom in New Milford, Connecticut, and I cannot wait to tell you about all the exciting things we have going on here at Temple Shalom. This evening, Monday night at 7:30 p.m., we have our Board of Trustees meeting. On Tuesday morning, beginning at 9 a.m., I'll have my out-of-the-office hours at the Sweet Spot on Railroad Street. Tuesday afternoon, we have our Hebrew program at 4, followed by our Shaggy youth program at 5:30. On Thursday night, I'll be teaching my Limud adult education class on death and the afterlife. We had a good number of people coming last Thursday. It was just great. It's an interesting class. Friday night at 6:30 p.m., we have our Kabbalat Shabbat services, and I'm delighted to say that Cantor Laura Bresnik will be joining us. On Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m., we have the best Torah study in town, followed by services at 10:30 a.m. On Saturday early evening at 5 p.m., we have our Pajama Havdalah program for families with children 6 and under. And then at 7:30 p.m., I'm thrilled to say we're going to be hosting the reggae band Reggae Bones with our member Americo Carrasco. You may have seen them perform at the Martin Luther King event, and they were so great. I just couldn't wait to bring them back to the synagogue, and they're really phenomenal. I think we're going to enjoy this experience Saturday night. And then on Sunday morning at 10 a.m., we have our Jewish Journeys program. There's a link below to the February bulletin, but we have several events I want to make sure you have on your radar screens to mark your calendars. We have the Purim Pizza Party coming up February 28th, and the kids will be performing a version of Annie with Purim themes, so that's going to be really special. On March 11th, the Federation has an event, Israel Inventions and Innovations, to promote all the great things coming out of Israel. So often we get, shown all the negativity, but this is really something wonderful coming out of Israel. On March 31st, we have our Passover Seder. It's going to be at Thompson's this year. You're definitely going to want to RSVP for that. There's limited seating. If it is cost prohibitive to you for any reason, please be in touch with me, and I will make it happen for you. We'll make you an offer you can't refuse. But it's going to be a really special night for the congregation. And then on April 7th, I am very thrilled to say that Nadine Strassen, a member of our congregation, is going to be debuting her new book about free speech. If you do not know Nadine Strassen, click on the link below to her interviewing Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg last week. It was a national phenomenon, and it was in the New York Times and everything. Nadine Strassen is a phenomenal speaker. We're very fortunate to be having her come to debut her new book right at Temple Shalom. We also have, on April 20th, our member Rochelle Eddingen, in honor of Yom HaAtzmaut, Israel's Independence Day. She's going to be talking about her personal experience serving to defend Israel in 1948. They actually graduated all the high school students early in then Palestine, and she fought in Israel's defense and Israel's war for independence. A really fascinating story, and we're very looking forward to hearing her share her personal experiences. Also, on April 21st, that's a Saturday night, for those of us who joined us for the trivia night last year to raise money for Loaves and Fishes, it was a really great experience. We're going to do it again this year. If you would like to serve on one of Temple Shalom's teams, let me know as soon as possible. I'll sign you up. There's a suggested donation price, but if it's cost prohibitive by any means, you let me know. I'll cover your price. We just want Temple Shalom to be represented at the trivia night, where there will be several churches participating as well, and a clergy God squad that I'll be on myself. We also have, on May 26th, we just have so many wonderful events coming up. This is a movie that we'll be showing, A Voice Among the Silent. This is a movie about the life and legacy of James G. MacDonald, fascinating person, absolutely fascinating. This is someone who actually negotiated with Hitler on behalf of the League of Nations, where he served as the High Commissioner on refugees, specifically Jewish refugees who needed to get out of Germany at that time. And then after the war, he negotiated with David Ben-Gurion as the first ambassador to Israel. A really, really fascinating story about James G. MacDonald, and the movie will be introduced by his grandson, who lives not far from here, and he'll be available for questions and answers following the film. It's going to be a very, very interesting night, May 26th. Last but not least, you're certainly not too late to sign up for our Israel trip this summer, July 4th, and we have links below to our media channel where you can catch all of our services on YouTube Live, or you can follow them up afterwards. I have a link to the sermon I delivered on Friday, Chicken, Cheese, and the Limits of the Halakha. And we have a link to our Saturday morning service where I was thrilled that Howard Lapidus was able to join us. We have a link as well to Nadine Strawson interviewing Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. So we wish everyone a Shavua Tov.